Chat. Fox News is shitty. Surprise. Fox News is bad. Laura Ingraham is terrible. Spoilers. Spoilers. Tiny Garbage Man, thanks for following. He throws away little tiny pieces of garbage, like small banana peels. I like that. Yeah, no, just total trash. Total dog shit. So here's Laura Ingraham saying, billionaires and Bolsheviks for Biden. Wow. So exciting. Here we go. Fucking Fox News, dude.
Joe Biden made a quick trip to Florida today, his first time in the Sunshine State for nearly a year. Well, it turns out his 2020 basement strategy has him looking a little vulnerable and at times even a tad confused.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's Crazy Doc Campbell. Laura Ingraham looks like her Horcrux is her divorce papers. You know what I mean?
Harris-Biden administration is going to relaunch that effort.
When we hit the recession, the president asked President Obama, and it frightens people when I talk about the testing area. They're really shooting live ammo and things, and yeah.
Wait. What is... Dude, I agree that Joe Biden can sometimes be incoherent, but like, holy shit, that was just like, let's take some snippets of Joe Biden totally out of context that don't make any sense. What? What a weird set of clips that don't mean things.
Meanwhile, Trump is signing historic peace accords, getting 2 Nobel Prize nominations, and crisscrossing the country. Now, over the past 36 hours, the president was in Nevada for a rally, California to deal with the wildfires, Arizona for a Hispanic event, then back to Washington to sign the Abraham Accords. And after all that, he then headed to Pennsylvania for a town hall tonight, which will have, as I said, first reaction later in the hour. Trump is truly the Energizer Bunny of politics. Keeps going and going. Now,
dude, this is just from the other day, like, what, 10, 11 days ago? It's really... It's just so weird how sucky they are. They just suckle all the time. They're constantly suckling. It's so strange. I don't... I just... I don't get it. I do not get it. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything good. How do they like him doing nothing? It's so weird.
Now, for Biden, though, a big day is, I don't know, casting a primary vote just a few minutes' drive from his home.
And what about early voting? You guys voted early today?
Because I'm going to be in, where am I tomorrow? I'm in
Florida.
I'm traveling tomorrow.
Since Biden himself can't tell us, it's important that we examine the twin forces behind the Biden candidacy.
Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Okay, all right. Okay.
The billionaires and the Bolsheviks, and explain what each faction wants. Now, when Michael Bloomberg announced that he was giving the Biden campaign $100 million to spend in Florida, it became obvious that the billionaire class is getting a little nervous. Suddenly, the goal of getting back to normal and our relationship with China, which is what they want, it doesn't seem such a sure bet after all. Now, Bloomberg hates the Trump tariffs because they make it harder to do big deals in China and to offshore more U.S. jobs, both of which he ends up favoring.
Donald Trump is one of these guys. What? Donald Trump is that? They're the same. What? Why is Fox this way? Why are they like this? Trump has... How do people watch Fox News, dude? This is so much worse than what you see on the internet. I mean, we're on the internet, but you know what I mean? Like, internet pundits. Like, this is just boomer shit. They're so fucking... They're like fucking... Ugh. They like China. Shut up!
Now, of course, he's just one of at least 132 prominent billionaires who are supporting Biden. First, there's Bill Gates, who seems to be rooting for a Biden win in November as well. After all, he and Biden both share the same agenda. They both agree on appeasing China, a national mask mandate, and no return to normalcy without a vaccine.
How are you going to return to normal without a vaccine? You can't just, like, will yourself to normalcy. You can't just be like, well, it's normal now, and then someone coughs on you and you die. Like, what? That's not normal. What are you talking about? Yeah, masks would help. Yes. Did you know that masks help? We're in a global pandemic. Let's not do the things. She's literally against, like, firefighters fighting fires. She's like, well, I don't know. Should we really be spraying water on that fire right now? It hasn't burned me yet. And they're like, Laura, your house is next door to the fire. Well, it's not my house, is it? No, but if we don't put it out, it will be. Well, I'm not really interested in that. Like, it's fucking just so dumb. They're just so smooth in the brain area. Frictionless brains.
For the world at large, normalcy only returns when we've largely vaccinated the entire global population.
I love how he does this with his hands.
What's that have to do with anything, Laura? You fucking idiot.
Well, then there's Tom Steyer, of course, who is a rabid promoter of the Green New Deal, which we already know will cost trillions and kill the oil and gas industry. Oh, and there's also Laurene Powell Jobs, the wife of the late Apple founder, whose magazine, The Atlantic, just published that bogus smear claiming Trump belittled our war dead. False. Well, they all have one thing in common. They absolutely despise President Trump's America First agenda.
How do they not know they're the bad guys? How do they not know? Or do they know? Do they know they're the bad guys? Do you think they know? Are we the baddies? Yes! You're the bad guys. What? They must know, right? It's just so weird, dude. It's so fucking weird. Fox News is so weird. How do you prevent Fox News? How do you prevent Fox News? We need to get rid of this idea that you get to lie in political spaces. Like, anti-misinformation. I just don't, like I said, archetype 0. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't want, like, I'm not saying, like, well, let's get rid of Fox News because they're conservatives. Let's get rid of Fox News because they lie. I'm fine with getting rid of CNN if they lie too. Like, I don't care. Like, misinformation is the bullshit that I don't like, dude. I am not for that shit. Like, it's just weird. It's just so weird that we're okay with this as a nation.
The billionaire crowd prefers an America where
So are billionaires good or bad, idiot?
there's always a glut of labor. Now, what does that mean? It means there's no pressure on companies to raise wages.
Holy fucking shit. This is the Reaganomics of raising wages. There's no pressure on them to raise wages. Capitalism incentivizes not raising wages, you idiot.
Trump prefers a tight labor market that puts upward pressure on wages, meaning bringing them up. That's good for the average working person.
Okay, so if you think higher wages are good, why are you against legislating higher wages? Well, I don't want anyone to be forced to pay higher wages. Okay, so how is it not forcing someone to pay higher wages if you put them in a tight market that forces them to raise wages? Like, what? I don't really fucking understand what you're talking about, dude. It doesn't make any fucking sense, dude. I googled something, and you all need to know about the combined wars in the Middle East cost $2.4 trillion by 2017, including interest. I'm fairly certain our involvement in the Middle East is because of oil. Interesting. You think so? You think it might be that?
Besides, the billionaires don't need a functioning government. They certainly don't have to worry much about law and order. They have security guards and big walls and helicopters and planes if they want to escape, but not the average person.
How does she not? How can you say these things and then be for billionaires? Like pro-billionaire. How? How there? Like, what? You're advocating against ridiculous capitalism here. Yes, I agree. There's no self-awareness.
Now check out this headline. Pennsylvania's blue-collar voters see danger and back Trump. Now these same workers, they know the truth. Trump's economic nationalism works. And these same workers know the truth that Trump's economic nationalism is nothing that Biden would ever agree to.
Economic nationalism isn't good. It doesn't help people. Giving them underemployment just so you can help your total employment. Like, what the fuck? Chaotic Cash, stop. Why do people come into my chat and go, what are your thoughts about Vosh? Who fucking cares? Are we talking about Vosh right now? Are we talking about him? No! No, we're not! Why? Vosh is fine. Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? Don't do that. It's fucking dumb. What are your thoughts on shutting the fuck up? What are your thoughts on that? Huh? What? Whoa. Fucking dumb. I fucking hate that shit. That's so fucking dumb, dude. Fork Void, thanks. Thanks for it. What are your thoughts on this? Who fucking cares? Not talking about them. God, it's so dumb. It's so fucking... I hate that. I hate that. Every streamer hates that. Vosh hates it when you go, what do you think about Actual Jake? And he goes, I like Actual Jake. Can we not anymore? Can we not? Shoe on Head. What do you feel about Vosh? Oh, I like Vosh. She doesn't fucking like that shit. No one likes that shit. No one fucking wants to talk about that shit. Don't do it anymore. Stop it. Stop it. Stay focused. Stay focused on what we're talking about. I had to make an example of you. God. Hey, Jake, what are your thoughts on potatoes? I don't eat enough of them. I need more potassium in my diet.
In fact, he works against it. Now, check out this headline. Median household income increased 6.8% to $68,700, the highest on record. Now, the nation's poverty rate fell by 1.3 percentage points to 10.5%. Of course, this was in 2019. And that was down from 11.8% in 2018. This marked the lowest rate since estimates were first published in 1959, and it was the fifth consecutive decline.
Okay. U.S. median incomes in households soared. And guess where most of the wealth of those median, like, guess where that settled? Right near the fucking top, sister. right near the fucking top. Poverty rates went down by 1%. Do you know what the poverty rate is? You want to see what the poverty rate is? Poverty threshold. This is abysmal. This is abysmal. The poverty threshold for a family of 4 is $26,000. If you are above that, you're not considered in poverty. How? Do you see that? Do you have to make that bigger for you? $26,200 for a family of 4. How? That isn't a good number. That isn't. You are in poverty with a family of 4 with 2 children. $50,000 doesn't feel like enough. Am I nuts? Am I fucking crazy right now? Can you support a family of 4 and consider yourself not paycheck to paycheck with $50,000? I know people like Sushi Mom do this on a lot less with a big family. Like, what the fuck, dude? This should not be our bar. You don't get to use that statistic and think it's a good thing. This is millionaires and out-of-touch people not understanding what the fucking threshold for poverty is and just going like, yeah, I guess it's fine. I guess it's totally fine now. For a single person under 65, $12,760. Sasha, your rent is $15,000 a year. Right. For a single person, you're not impoverished. Okay? 12, it's under 13,000. Just 13,000. Now if you make $13,000, you're not impoverished? What? Based on what? Look at this. Let's do some fucking math, chat. You guys ready for some fucking math here? Check this out. Okay? We're gonna do all sorts of stuff here. We're gonna do all sorts of stuff. All right? I'm also gonna break out the paint. I'm gonna break out the paint. We're gonna do big time stuff here, okay? We're gonna do big time stuff here. Okay? We got the old calculator here. Okay? We're gonna go 12,760. 12,760. Okay? This is hard to do on here. Okay, that's how much money you make. Okay? That is how much money you make. Well, there we go. Okay. So, we got 12,760. Okay. What's the average rent? Average rent US. Average rent. How much does the average American pay for rent? $784 per month. Okay, so what's 784 times 12? That should be easy. 784 times 12. 9,408. So now we're at $9,408. Okay, that's just average. Okay? This is for poverty. This is just the poverty line. Okay? 9,000. Okay. You can see where I'm going with this pretty quickly, okay? So if I go 12,760 minus 9,408, okay? We're at 33.52. We got 33.52 left. Okay. Every single person pays for internet, okay? I pay what? $60 a month for internet? How much do you guys pay for internet? Does anyone have anything lower than like $50? Does anyone have anything lower than $50 for internet? 50? Let's put it at 50. I'll put it at 50, okay? 87, 80, 40, 60. I'm going to be really generous and put it at 50, depending on where you live. Okay. 50 times 12 equals 600. So there's 600. Okay, so this is rent. 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 I could probably do this in Word just easy. Let's do that. Tell you what. Let's do that. It'll be a little bit easier. It'll be a little bit easier on the eyes. Okay? We'll bring this over. I'll redo this. Okay? So, we'll center it. Okay? We got 12,760. Okay? This is your poverty line. Okay? Then under that, minus 9,408 for rent. Okay? That leaves us with a 3,052 left. Okay? Then we got 600 for internet. Oops, I gotta do bold. 600 internet. Okay? What's a car payment? Average car payment. And we're talking like a shitty car, right? What's the average car payment for a new vehicle? No. Average car payment used. You need a car. $391? Okay, I don't know if we're going to be able to afford that. Okay, so we can't afford a car. We don't have a car. Can't afford a car. Average utility. Average utility cost for an apartment. How much do utilities cost? Roughly 90 per month. Okay, so we could be like 90 times 12, 1,080. Okay. Okay. All right. We are really. I mean, if a bus pass is 60 to 80 a month. Oh man. So okay. Let's do a bus pass. So that's the cheapest we can go because we don't have a car. So $60 a month. Let's go 60. Okay. 60. Okay. So 720. We're really close here. Okay. Now let's add that up real quick. 720 plus 1080 plus 600. Okay, that's 2,400. Okay. Okay, we have like $900 left. So 2,400. So we got, oh my god, 3,352 minus 2,400 equals 952. Okay, we got 952. Average food cost single person. Groceries for 1 month. For one person ranges between $165 and $345. Okay, but here's the thing. So we have $165 to $345. We'll go back to that. Average food stamp amount per person. For one person, you get $194. Okay, let's say we break even on food, okay? You can stretch that $194 and make sure that you can eat, okay? Because that's on the lower end of the range, but okay. So now we got a phone. Average phone bill, one person. $70? I personally pay less. How much do you guys pay? 70 sound right to you? I pay 30, but you know, I do Google Fi. About 50? 45? I'm seeing 45, 35. Cheaper if you bundle, true. 62. I'm going to say you're going for a cheap one. I'm going to say $30 a month. I'm going to say $30 a month because you're definitely trying to go cheap. Okay, so that's 360. Oh, fuck's sake. Even with that, that was rough. Okay. I mean, This is for a year. We are down to $588 for a year that isn't on bills so far, and that wasn't even utilities. I'm assuming your rent includes utilities. No, I didn't forget food. I gave them food stamps. Like what? Clothes? Sure, yeah. Average clothing cost per year. American. I don't know. The average family spends $1,700. Wowzers. I don't even know how to. Average cost of clothing per month? I don't spend a lot on. I mean, just coffee. I mean, like, literally, you have just day to day, like it's things that food stamps don't buy. Like coffee, when you're at work or something. Thrift stores, like, I mean, how? Water, right? Exactly. How do you live? Okay, let's call it $100 a year on clothes. That's, I mean, you're not buying shoes with that, are you? You're buying used. This is just $100. This is just cheap as fucking you can get with clothes, right? As cheap as you can get with clothes. Let's say $100. We hunt for hides in the park. I mean, like, okay, so what if, are you going to school? Are you trying to go to school? Do you know what, like, can you pay for books? No. Pell Grants don't pay for books. Now you got to get student loans. If you're doing that. Like, I don't even, if you're a bra wearer, you're looking for something pretty pricey. I mean, yeah, if you wear a bra, yeah. Water, medications, also pets. You just couldn't have one. Tampons, pads. Yeah, you can't buy that kind of shit with food stamps. I mean, non-food grocery costs per year. I don't even know. Grocery. How much do your monthly food should it be plus grocery? Not food. Not food. Here's how I only spend $150. Only $150. I mean, like, how do you even, like, I don't even know. And then what about healthcare? I mean, you can't pay for healthcare. We have to make a call here. We only have for the year left. For the year, chat. 952 minus 460. We have $492 to do something with. For a year. A year. If you divide that by 12, here's the extra. You have $41 a month. What are you doing? What mobility do you have? I believe there's a game out there if you try to survive on poverty. Yeah, I've done that. It's been called my real life until last 5 years. I'm very fortunate. I am very fortunate. I am incredibly privileged to not have to deal with that anymore, but it could happen again, and I have fucking anxiety about it all the time. This is not okay. This is not fucking okay. This is the poverty line? So if you make $1,300... Wait, hold on. So, minus 12,760. So if I add an extra $240... 732. So I change this to 732. I change this to 13. And that's $61 per month. And I'm not impoverished anymore. Just tossing that out there. Before taxes. Oh, yeah, before taxes. You will get a tax return at least. There you go. Wowzers. At $13K, you don't get the food stamps. This is true. This is absolutely true. You do not get the food stamps. So now, all of this money, now you have to, instead of making $13,000, it makes more sense to make less money. It makes more sense to be at $12,760 so you could get that. Otherwise, you're going to die because now you have to live on $61 per month for food. No, that's the poverty line nationally. $12 a month in food stamps. That's what I'm talking about. You'll ever eat sleep for dinner? Yes, I have eaten sleep for dinner. How does this make sense? I was working poor for 2 years when I lived in an apartment with 4 other people. It was not designed for that. And one of them got arrested. His girlfriend stole my TV and game consoles, skipped out on lease. Yep, exactly. Just sell your house to Aquaman. True. This doesn't make sense. This isn't a viable model. I love doing this budgeting game. I love doing this budgeting game with capitalists. I love it. And this isn't even like all the expenses that we always have, you know what I'm saying? Like, this doesn't pay for Band-Aids. This doesn't pay for aspirin. This doesn't pay for toilet paper. This doesn't pay for shampoo or soap or toothpaste or any of that. I mean, even if we go to adjusted, like, low-income housing. Low-income housing average cost. National average fair market rent for 1 bedroom. Wow. What? Fair market is $1,000 per. I pay less than that for my mortgage, for the record. I pay $600 roughly for my mortgage. This is ridiculous. In Cosmic Sean, when I was a teenager, my mom used to pawn the laptop for $8 to get us through the rest of the month and buy it back for like $65. When she got paid, we were on that treadmill for. That's fucking wild. Yeah, if you have debt, I mean, just imagine incurring and getting hurt once. So $655 for rent. What was that average? Wait. Family of 4, poverty level. The national average fair market rent for 1 bedroom home. Not 1 bedroom home. I want to know what the fucking average rent affordable for low income. Let's see. Keep seeing $655. I keep seeing $655, but isn't that more? Wait. Average rent cost. All right, let's adjust this down to $655 because apparently that's the number. $655 instead of $784. So let's go. Let's say we're in adjusted housing. We're gonna get a little bit more money here. $655 times 12 is 7. We're trying to help this person out as much as we can. Now they live in a shitty area, of course, because obviously these are never like nice places. 7, 8, 60. So you got $1,548. We saved $1,548 plus $492. Wow. This makes me feel rich. It suddenly makes me feel rich. Bro, we almost have $170 per month. Wow. Antipodian squid, I missed your thing. What if you have diabetes? You guys don't have socialized... Of course, yeah. What the fuck? Do you want to know the average insulin cost? It's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. You're going to be so mad. $450 a month. So the answer is you die. It was hell when I was in my 20s. And by the way, where I live, you can't get a bus pass. Where I live, that's not a thing. It could be $800 for 2 EpiPens here, too, and you have to get new ones every year. Yep. What do you mean with or without? With insurance. Apparently Cigna caps it at 25. I have a buddy Josh who does the pharmacy industry, and he bitches about this all the time. You can get a 2-month supply for $60 or a 3-month supply for like $300 or something like that. It's like, it makes no sense. But they often say go get the 3-month supply, and then they fuck people. It's so weird. You're shit out of luck if you need blood pressure or any other kind of heart meds. I mean, literally, if this is a person that supposedly is healthy. As a diabetic, can confirm it would be cheaper for me to fly to Canada to buy insulin for 3 months and fly back. Yep. So, for the record, this is assuming you live... Again, if you live in a city, the cost of living goes up, so you're not going to have this rent. So this bus pass doesn't make any sense to have. Really. And then if that's the case, your minimum, like, look at average car insurance. Like, say you got given a car by your mom or something. It's an old shitty car. Average car insurance cost $14.27 per year. So basically just double this. Yeah. $119 per month? That sounds about right. About $119 per month. So just double this. In fact, I'll even cut out the $40. We'll just call this $1,400. We're gonna have to do the math again. This is if you have a car that was given to you. Now you got to pay for gas too, because most places that are rural that are gonna have this kind of rent, like you need a car to have a job. So average gas cost per month, $72. Okay, not the average gas bill. Gasoline. Let's do that. $368 a month. Holy shit, dude. What? That can't be right. Gas budget calculator. Type of a car, American or foreign. Let's say you get 30 miles per gallon. Number of miles you drive per month.
I'm new to the Steam and IDKY. You wear a corn costume, but I love it. Keep being awesome. Thanks for all you do.
Thanks, Riley Lane. I appreciate the $10 reduce. Corn is a dog whistle for positivity. It just happened. 30 MPG is high. I mean, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Use a spreadsheet. You can add math and stuff. No, I know how to do a math. I know how to do a spreadsheet, but we didn't do it here, and I want you to be able to see it better. Get out of here, Ruth. I I don't. Is 12? How many miles do you guys put on your car? How many miles do you think you put on your car a month? First, let's say you are you live for only people who live rurally and don't live in town. You know what I'm saying? Like where you're gonna have this kind of rent. You don't necessarily live in town. You have like to drive to work. 12 to 15K per year, so about 1,000. Let's say 1,000. Let's say 1,000 miles per month. 12 to 15K a year. 200 to 300 a month. Ish. 300 miles a month. That's it. You drive for work, and you only put 300 miles on your. No way. $45 miles per workday. What's 45 times 30? 45 times 30 is 1,350. Honestly, 1,280 miles a week? That's not bad at all. That's really low. That's incredibly low. I had an average of 15 miles. So there and back. So 30 miles times 30. So I had about 900. Let's say 1,000. 1,000 seems to be roughly in the middle of what everybody's talking about. Days driven per week, let's say 5, but probably more than that. Weeks driven, 52. 319 for gas. What's the average gas cost U.S.? Current average is 218. So let's just say it's 218 right now. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Even better. Calculate. So the annual cost of gasoline is $8.72. Okay. This is best case scenario, okay? $8.72. Okay. So I don't know how much money we got left, chat. I don't know how much we got. 12,760. Oof. So we can get rid of this. 12,760 minus 7,860 minus 600 minus 1080 minus 1,400. This is if you need a car. 872 minus 360 minus 100. Okay, we're basically still in the same boat here. We're at 488, dudes. We're at $488 for the year. Divided by 12. And what do you got? You have about, again, it's pretty much the same shit. You basically have 41 bucks. We're back to where we started, dude. We're back to where we started. This is not different. $41 a month. This is assuming you have food stamps. So $41 a month on toiletries, clothes, shoes, makeup. Like, yeah, this assumes food stamps and the rent is, yeah, controlled. So wild, dude. Laundry costs. Yeah, exactly. Laundry costs. I mean, have you... do you know how much one thing of Tide costs? Actually, wait, what's the cheap one? What's that cheap one? Cheap laundry detergent. What was that one called? Not Arm & Hammer. What was it? No, not Tide. I used to buy it. I'll notice. Was it Gain? No. Wasn't Gain. Where's that cheap shit? Sun. Yeah, it was Sun. I remember that shit. Yep. $6 for this shit. Terrible. Works terrible. It's not good. Sun. I used to buy that all the time. I remember this. The Dollar Tree stuff? Yeah, it doesn't work. It's terrible. I actually dated a girl whose mom used shampoo to wash the family's clothes because they were so poor. Yeah, see, Infernal Kitty, you know. Also, better hope you don't get jacked, develop a substance depending, get ripped up. I mean, if you smoke, you're fucked. Average. What's a pack a day? Cigarette pack cost. I don't even know. I don't even know. How much does a pack of cigarettes in India? What the fuck? I don't know. I just want to know what a pack of cigarettes costs in Michigan. Let's say Michigan. Michigan. $6.78? Okay. So $6.78. Fuck. If you smoke a pack a day, you're fucked. I mean, like, just you're done. That's it. 6, 7. Oops. Like you're just absolutely fuckered. Look at that. 383. You're fucking done. That's it. Now I don't smoke, but I mean, just if you happen to be a smoker, like you're fucked. You're just fucked. Yeah, I don't know if we have a unit washer and dryer. If not, it's $1.50 every time you wash your shit, and you're doing that what, once a week? Cheaper to buy tobacco and roll your own. Well, I know that, but like, if you want a little weed, I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, this is so abysmal. If you make $1 more than this, you're not in poverty. How is this fucking okay? Yeah, you're true. It's $1.75, and then so three so times 4, so it's $14 a month roughly. $14. Laundry. That's not including detergent. Ugh. I mean, we can even call it $10. I mean, like, just as soon as you add any expensive, like, what if you want a Coke? What if you want a Coca-Cola? Or what? Like, what? What if you want like a fucking hot meal? What? It's fucking weird, dude. What about vehicle maintenance? Agreed. Oil change cost. Is an oil change really necessary? Oh my god. So if you go to Walmart, $20 for an oil change. And it's 1,000. So every 3 months you're gonna get. So over the course of a year, you're gonna spend $80. 80. Oops. You're probably stretching it. Let's say you spend $60 oil changes. But let's say another fuck. I mean, if you need tires, you're fucked. So these numbers are gone again. These numbers are gone. We don't have any of that money. Oh yeah, if you need prescription meds, oh, you're fucked. If you're using the average prices, we didn't even take into account the cost of living in LA, New York, Seattle, Chicago. Like, fuck. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, if you do it yourself, you're still spending $20 on an oil change. I mean, winter tires. Oh man, winter tires are a luxury that I never had before. Vehicle registration. Oh yeah, you got it. Registration is definitely $75 every year. Vehicle registration. I'm gonna have to add this up again. We're almost out of money already. We're almost out of money. Basically, at the end of the day, we're paid so terribly that it affects physical and mental health. We can't afford avocados and shit, so we buy chips. So much we become obese, have to go to the doc more often, just perpetuate. Yes! Yes! My registration costs about 70 bucks, so I'm gonna go with the cheap one. We're trying to give the benefit. We are steel manning this as much as we can. And we're still dying, chat. We are still dying. Let's say we have a roommate, dude. This is why you get a roommate. We're gonna get a roommate. We have a girlfriend now. We're big chads, right? We're big chads. They're gonna pay for half the rent. Let's do that. Hell yeah. $39.30. Look at that. Holy shit. We got a roommate, chat. Yep. But guess what happens? So this goes down to 300. This goes down to 540. Now we might be able to live? We have to have a roommate. Morbid poverty of trans people. Single vial of tea is $30. Yep, exactly. In case your food stamps. Oh, yeah. I don't think... If we have that's a good point. If we have a roommate, we don't get food stamps because they consider it, because we're both leasing the same place. They count the roommates in your ability to get that. Because it's part of your household if you're co-leasing a place. We can't have a secret roommate. We're not going to break laws. See, this is the thing is, capitalism forces you to do crime. We're not going to be like, okay, we're also going to sell drugs and just add money to this. We're going to follow the rules. We're going to do what Republicans want. We're going to follow the rules and do this right. So now we don't get food stamps. Okay. This is a big one. Average food cost per person. $2,641 per person is the average food cost of an American. Okay. So we're going to put that up here. $2,641 food. So I've sold plasma before. I think that might be where we're headed. Tell you what. 39.30 plus 26.41 plus 300 plus 540 plus 1400 plus 872 plus 360 100. I mean, the clothes thing is low. Plus 14 for laundry, that's low. 60 oil changes, 75 vehicle registration. We have... We're doing better with a roommate. Also, electric wouldn't be halved because two people would use... True, you're right. I forgot about that. Let's add another 540. You're totally right. It'd basically be doubled. You're right. Good call. Good call. You have to tell me how much you get from selling plasma. Well, here's the thing about selling plasma. The first time you sell plasma, you get more. It's like $70 or something like that. And then every time after that, you get like $40. So, it's weird. This is assuming that nothing bad happens. Okay? We're at $1,900. Now we can do some stuff, right? With a roommate at the poverty line. Actually, jeez. No, this is okay, I don't mean to be a downer here. But, we were in wage-adjusted living to get that rent number. And they won't give you the same... They won't give you the same number with a roommate. Because I've been in wage-adjusted housing, and we got to a point where we made too much money to qualify, and we had to move, and it was bad. So... No, we're not breaking the rules, femboy. That's the point. They say we gotta play by the rules. If you do everything the right way... Yeah, so now we're fucked again, dude. Now we're fucked again. Oh, Jesus Christ. I forgot that we got fucked again. Okay. All right. Average 2-bedroom rent. Average 2-bedroom rent. Let's see. Okay, I just want to know what the fucking... No. Fucking get out of here. The average rent is $13.43 in the nation. We no longer qualify for rent control because we have a roommate, which we thought was going to fix our problems. $13.43 times 12 divided by 2. Oh fuck, we just died. I don't think we lived through this one. I think that's it. 80.58 plus 26.41 plus 300 plus 10.80 plus 1400 plus 8.72 plus 360 100 plus 14 plus 60 plus 75. Yeah, we're in debt. You pay $785 a month. That's not the average, though, right? We're going with the averages. Just if you can live anywhere in the world, right? Or anywhere. Median rent nationwide. This is just median rent nationwide. I mean, we could try the 785. You might have a fucking great let's try 785. 785 times 12 is 9,420 divided by 2. I mean, this is not ideal. Now we have to. So now. Now we have to find that really, really sweet... This campaign blows. Can I get a new GM? What do you pick up an extra job? Well, no, we're talking about if you live under this poverty line, right? We can't add money to this. This is if you are impoverished in the United States. This is the line. Your rent is $14. See what I'm saying? So like, if we do this, 4710. Now we have $1,100. If we get the best rent on the planet. Like. And this is before taxes. Heat your apartment with your landlord's burning corpse. Bits, it probably did. Yeah, let me see. I might have missed it. One time I tried to sell plasma, but they wouldn't let me because, quote, my gender identity doesn't match my driver's license. Not because I was on hormones. They didn't know I was on hormones. They literally told me because I can't because I'm transgender. What the fuck? I didn't know that. This is before taxes. This is the poverty rate. But Trump got rid of taxes. True! Right. And Infernal Kitty makes a great point. The cheaper your rent, the likelihood of you being bossed around by a slumlord is pretty high. You're going to be in a shitty area. You're going to be less safe because everyone around you is forced into poverty. This is not good. This is bad. Anyway, it is unlivable. It's unlivable. I think that's the end of this segment. What do you think, chat? Is that the end of this segment? How's an oil change $60? No, that's $60 for the whole year, D-Web. These are for a whole year. Do you think we're spending $264 on food? $2,000 on food for a month? Did you look at nothing but an oil change? Well, the rest this is for a year. I think $4,000 a month for. What are you talking about? This is for a year, and this doesn't. This has. We didn't even think of all the things that go. This is just the basic stuff. Like, how am I gonna fucking find the average cost of, like, I don't know, your toilet paper? You know what I mean? I don't know that. Anyway, that's the end of that. We need to raise the poverty level by a lot. By a lot. You should be able to get assistance up to, like, fuck, I don't know. For a single person, minimum $25,000 minimum for a single person. That's where I'm starting to be okay with that. Vote against the people that make this a thing, please. Pretty please. Vote against the Republican Party, for me, for yourself, for people that make under $13,000 a year. For people that make $13,000 a year, there you have it. Even worse because they don't get any of the assistance. Smash that corn button, chat. Smash it. Smash it. Smash it to death.